Hold on. Hey. Okay, we live. What's up, people? Happy Turkey Day week. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
turkey
about
is
to enter
eaten.
Thanksgiving Eve, I guess you could say, right?
Yep.
Special Tuesday edition, man. Hey, welcome back, America. Y'all know what it is, man. The fly sippers.
What the heck is that? My bad. That's why it just stops. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's why I'm on Facebook for 10 seconds. I'm like, why am I scrolling? No, no, I'm out. No, no. Went to stupid chat, but here we go.
Not even worth
Um, no, it's not. Just that little doom scrolling thing. You just scroll and scroll. And like, what?
it. Yeah.
This isn't anybody who like, yeah, what if you found this? It was like a hornet's nest inside of a hornet's nest inside of a hornet's nest. Why? For what? No, I'm going home. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm awesome.
It's your boy Mike, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? First things first, what you sipping on, sir?
Gotta go ahead and admit to America, although the Broncos won. I'm actually out of liquor right now, so I will owe that shot to y'all on another episode. But I'm returning
Oh
number
man.
just so I can get it out the fridge. And let me tell you, the dark beers are around, and I'm happy. In the first December episode, I'm telling y'all right now, I will have one in hand. But it's the returning one of the Mimosa cider. For those that missed last episode, bright, refreshing, got flavor notes of apple, pear, and a little bit of prosecco. I think of like the white bubbly wine. So all those notes mixed together. It's actually really, really good. Like I said, just had to get it out my fridge and make room for the winter beer. But I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over this?
I got a copper dog. That's it. Regular copper dog. Cop
Cop
dog.
dog?
So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
sipping that gent jizzle for the 99 2000.
Sipping on the cash, you nasty.
Yo, I saw Juvenile live on a Friday actually. Really, 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 really good show. Shout out to
Yeah,
Connie for the
he got
tickets.
that too, didn't he?
Did I not back up that show? I did not. Mm. Anyway, yeah, man. But let's go start with a little bit of soccer stuff real quick. Did you watch any of the Champions League games today?
Just the one that you had pointed out to me. I believe that was what West Ham and
Oh yeah,
something.
that was Monday's Premier League match.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um yeah, that game was extremely fast paced.
I've
But
never seen such good defense played at that fast of a pace with a game that's going that fast pace. Like I've never seen so many kicks. I was like, and then kicks for like, how
hmm
do you sprint down there and get
So yeah, so if you watch more Champions Leagues, Premier League, top La Liga matches, top Serie A matches, you'll see stuff like that. And you're like, these folks are moving. Now,
right?
people, soccer field is wider than a football field, than your NFL field. Yeah, so they moving, yo. They moving. So, yeah, Manchester City was up 3-0, and the game ended 3-3
How you
today.
blow that lead in soccer,
How
man?
you blow that lead, yo? Yeehaw, we outside. That's what they
Like
say.
I sort of understand you blowing that kind of a lead in baseball because if you have the right number of runners on base and somebody smacks it like out of the playing field,
Right.
it's a 3-run shot. Cool, you can't really help that. How you blow that kind of a lead in soccer or hockey when it's like very difficult to score?
Yeah, so something needs to happen for it to happen, you know.
Right.
So I was like, yo, that's nuts. Nutty, yo. But yeah, Juventus plays tomorrow, against Aston Villa. So hopefully we get a dub, but everybody's hurt. Injury bugs will be injuring, you know. So
Mm.
that that kind of that kind of sucks. But
Is that the kind of thing to be expected with their tight of a schedule slash off
um,
season schedule, but not really an off season, like injuries and stuff?
yes, but not like this. Like we have like seven people that's not playing, and half of those are starters. and we don't have depth up front. So Vlahovic is out, and we don't really have a nine. So we may grab somebody. May we getting somebody in January because unlike the other leagues in the American League, sports leagues, whatever, where there's like, hey, you have up until this, we have the whole season up until this day to do trades. So with a lot of like the soccer stuff, you'll have transfer windows.
Mhm.
So you got one in January, and then it's going to close after January. Then you got to wait till the summer, and that's like 6 weeks. So if you don't make your moves in, you just got to wait until the next window opens up.
Dang.
So get your GM skills ready. Because ain't no, oh man, what about the trade deadline? Ain't no trade deadline. You got a month. Yo, get it done.
Right.
And it starts now. So, matter of fact, let me go look it up. Winter transfer window. Winter. I can't, wow, my finger's on the wrong keys. I was out there typing 2025.
You trying to type transfer window, your hands typed out X-Men Mutant Academy.
Bam, yeah. Um, there we go. Come on now. 1 second. Sorry, people. The summer window for this year was June 14th to August 30th. Now okay. Coming up Wednesday, January 1st, 2025. That's when it opens up for the winter and it closes February 3rd. You got a month to get your stuff right to go to the second half of the season. And then after that, teams are locked. That's it. So you can probably bring
And play
somebody
no
up.
game.
Yeah, like you can bring somebody up from your like the other teams inside your organization. Because there's
Yeah.
different leagues and stuff like that, under 20, under 23, there's first team, stuff like that, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's it. Click, that's done.
Ain't playing no
That's
games.
it. That is your team until probably about June. Then you can make moves. And then once they made, locked.
Mm.
So you don't have that stuff where it's like, well, his contract is up. Oh, there's no suitors. You gonna trade him? You gonna trade him? When the transfer or like when the trade wouldn't or the trade deadline could be November, but the season doesn't end until June, but his contract ends in March.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, enough of that, man. Let's get to this NBA, man. What you got? What you got?
I'm on the wrong page for NBA.
Speaking of
First
NBA, let me
off,
do my little
okay, there we
super
go.
trade joint.
Um, first off, my boy. Um, looks like the Milwaukee Bucks are finally, as Doc Rivers would say, starting to dig themselves out of the hole. Now, mind you, decent amount of the wins that they got, specifically this month, were against a weaker East Conference, and they did lose to the Hornets on the 16th, which if playoffs started today, the Hornets would still miss the playoffs. Um, how
Bro, we got
confident
so many injuries.
how confident are you in the Bucks and Doc Rivers' words of "we're digging ourselves out of the hole"?
This is not a family show, but I don't know who watching. Doc Glenn, Glenn is trash, yo. I'm not calling it, but he a doctor of what else? Nah, man. Yo, get this dude up
Yeah,
out of here, yo.
doctors are dropping it in the clutch.
Like, oh, hey y'all. Just a heads up. Sleeper has a lot of picks on sale, but we'll get that later on. Just before I forget, just remind me to tell you about the sleeper picks, whatever.
Okay,
Um, so yeah, man, like, come on now, yo. These
as talented
like
as that team is, even without Giannis, as talented as that team is, you should not have a losing record right now in the conference that
well, here's the thing about that. Middleton's not playing, right? You still have people on the team. The
you're. Hmm.
problem is y'all got Damian Lillard, and some people forgot he don't play defense. You know who did play defense? Holiday.
Mm.
Offensively, Dame and Giannis, great. There's only one ball. And the
Hmm.
thing was like with Giannis, you don't need a all-time great scorer. You need somebody who can hit open shots. Middleton,
Hmm. Since you brought that up, what
Holiday.
would be point differential while you continue?
But yeah, this is like I'm just thinking like, yo, why? Why?
Yeah. Uh, uh, to touch on your Dame being a defensive liability, their point differential is 0.2.
No. Like
Like for instance, I
like
believe.
I've seen Giannis try to take over the game against the Hornets when they lost.
Hmm.
I've seen it. And he's still Giannis. At the same time, fam, what are we doing here, man?
Right.
What are we doing?
For reference, America, the Lakers at 10-6 have a negative point differential. The Phoenix Suns at 9-7 also have a negative point differential. The Milwaukee Bucks have a positive point differential with a losing record. So take with that what you may. In fact, the Hornets have a losing record not too far from the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think theirs is -4.
But there's that negative force should have five asterisks by it, yo. Like this, yo, come on, man. I'm like it's time to get into it, man.
We can get into Hornets.
Fam, Mark Williams ain't played since I don't know middle of last year. He's going down to the G League, so I guess he's gonna get the game reps in a little bit, get
Mhm.
some of the game speed in before he comes back up and plays. Nick Richards, big man number two, going down to the G League for a little bit, get some reps in, get prepared to play. So our starting center was Grant Williams, and he's
You about
what
to say Grant Williams?
6'6", torn ACL, out for the season. Oh, Miles Bridges knee, a little bit weird. So there goes your, so there goes four people right there, right? Your physicality is gone. Your I'm willing to fight people. That energy is gone.
I'm willing to fight.
Yeah. Miles and Grant Williams, yo. So it's like, and something like your hustle stuff is gone.
Hmm.
Also, yo, Miles running, Brandon Miller running, somebody catching alleys somewhere.
Right.
That stuff is gone. So you only got it's so like, yo, it's this team's not bad. They just can't stay healthy. So um and then they got this other dude. I'm trying to hold up. I'm messing his name up. Diamante. It's like man,
What to do for Frank?
no, that's no that no. That's Tayshaun. He he is what's the best way
Look,
to
the
put
fact
it?
that I couldn't remember lets you know how
He
odd the
oh
draft
wait,
was
I'm
last
sorry, I'm
year.
sorry. Diamante is from France. I thought you were
Okay.
talking about Tayshaun, the one that was in the first round that was drafted.
Mm.
So yeah, so Tayshaun, hey, project you see is a project. Slowly improving, but you can tell he's like 19 years old. You can tell he don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But there's potential there. And then the other guy, Musa Diamante, he's been playing well. I don't know where he came from. Like he played for Michigan 2021, 2022, was drafted in the second round, 43rd overall pick with the Clippers. He got to the
Hmm.
Hornets this year. That's our fourth string center. And he's been balling, yo. And I'm thinking, like, matter of fact, yo, I'm a hold up. Give me 1 second, yo.
Considering all the injuries, you might as well just start making adjustments.
Yo, like when like okay, hold up. Game log. Let's say if he plays Okay, so let's say let's just start from Tuesday, November 12th, right? 12 points, 15 rebounds. November
Mhm.
16th, 12 points, 14 rebounds. I'm skipping November 17th because he only had 12 minutes. So this is everything above 15 minutes or so. 16 minutes with the Brooklyn Nets, 0 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block, right? So, oh, also too, those first 2 games I said, 3 blocks each.
Mm.
Um, uh, Thursday, November 21st, 16 rebounds, 1 point. I'm not really worried about the points. Against Milwaukee, 11 rebounds. Against the Magic last night, 8 rebounds. So I'm not saying he's a starter, but those are good numbers for a third-year player who just started playing at this
This year,
level because
like
he's been in the
well,
G League for a minute. He
yeah.
just, what I'm saying, I'm thinking, yo, he may make one of those big men expendable.
Well, big man.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Grant Williams. No, no, well, not Grant Williams. Um, Nick Richards or Mark Williams. Because both of them are like what 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, and
Mm.
haven't been playing. Well, Nick Richards, he has a legit injury. He has been playing, and he was serving as the only big man. So let's just
Right.
say we got depth now. They stay healthy. But I'm thinking, yo, they come back. I want Diamante on the floor because he be hustling, yo. My man, yo,
Is he gonna be y'all's version of Grant? Not Grant. There you go.
Clint Capella.
My big man that you like.
Oh,
Daniel
Gafford?
Gafford.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
is he
yep,
gonna be
yep,
y'all's Daniel
yeah.
Gafford?
Dog, yo, it's all effort, yo. My man, yo, he's not a skill big, he's a will big, as Jalen Rose would say, because he will will his way. Yo, he plays. You know what? I said this to my to my dad, yo. I said he plays like he can't go back to the G League. He played like he's not. I'm not going back. He
Right.
comes in the game, it's like it's nuts, man. And then it's in the month of November, he's averaging 9 rebounds, about 4 points when you round it.
Hmm.
But he's coming off the bench. He's playing, was it? He started off playing
Yeah.
16
He's
minutes,
coming
11
off the
minutes,
bench,
7
almost
minutes,
averaging double digit rebound.
and 7 minutes against Detroit, 1 game, 5 rebounds, 4 points. Yo, that's
Also, not to mention America, rebounding in basketball is not a skill stat; it's an effort stat.
mm-hmm.
Because you had Charles Barkley at 6'6" out rebounding people. You had Ben Wallace at 6'9" out rebounding 7 footers.
I would say out rebounding
Effort
the
stat.
entire league, yo. That man was mine. No, gimme. So
You know how sad I was to watch Sean Bradley at 7'6" get out rebounded by 6'9" Ben Wallace. It was funny. One of my friends was like, "Man, you should have been happy to have Sean Bradley. Man, he had them blocks." I was like, "Not when he was at Dallas. He was old in Dallas."
bro, he had the blocks just because he couldn't move. Yeah, he could not survive in this NBA.
Oh boy, he was like, "Man, look at his stat line." I was like, "Yeah, look at his stat line when he got to Dallas. Most of his stat line was when he was in Philly, when he was young. He was old when he got to Dallas."
Uh-uh. But that's all I got for basketball, yo.
Uh, where to start this last part before we go on to NFL? Okay, I'll just go on ahead and just rip the band-aid off. Have you heard of the possible expansion rumors?
Um, with the teams,
For the NBA as a league.
no, but I'm gonna take a wild guess. If they're expanding to 2 cities, it would be Seattle and Vegas, and Memphis
Yep.
will move over to the east, or New Orleans move over to the east. Well, as far as the
Uh,
league, I believe that they're trying to get rid of conferences and stuff like that. So it'll be the top 16 teams, kind of how like soccer is, which will be great. But I think they would have to minimize the amount of games people play because the reason why people play or the reason why teams play the certain games that they do is for division and conference. So it may be 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Therefore, we about to see, I better not see none, not a one. I'm gonna sit down because of you know,
Right.
resting. Why? Why? For what? Why you resting?
Correct. Because if you're only playing a 60 something game season now because you don't need the division record for tiebreakers and such. Um,
Ooh, you
which
know what? They'll still play 82. I'm gonna tell you why. Somebody got to play these cup games. We gonna make this money somehow. So instead of having the cup games double as record and cup, it's gonna be like, nope, cup a week. This has nothing to do with your record. Oh, that's gonna. You know what? I don't mind that. I just
Mhm.
better not hear anybody complaining that no records can be broken anymore.
Right.
Hmm.
The third prospect to bump to the east, they were talking about Minnesota as well, because of their proximity to Wisconsin and Milwaukee's in the east. Um,
Hmm.
the reason, and I'm talking to America here, the reason why they're also thinking about doing this is because if you were to look at the winning percentages of all the teams right now, and the playoffs started today, only 5 teams in the East would have a record 500 or better. If playoffs started today, there is a team in the Minnesota Timberwolves at 500 who wouldn't even make the play in. So it's almost like, what's the point in watching one conference? Everybody wants to watch the West.
Hmm.
So that's another reason of they're possibly looking at this expansion. Um, if they kept conferences, I would rather. It would sound weird for Minnesota to be in the East. New Orleans being in the East because
The thing is,
New
like,
Orleans was a playing team.
it's
Um,
it it would sound weird, is because we've been watching it for so long.
yeah, well, I'm talking
Like,
about just location. Like pretty much everything else, Minnesota's in the West. I mean, then again, there is hockey where Detroit's in the West, but
and the thing is, like, Chicago's right there.
so I mean, even in some of my sports leagues, Chicago's in the West. But I, well, then no, Memphis didn't make the playoffs last year. They made it 2 years ago, right? So I mean, all three of them would be viable teams to put in the East to give them at least a power bump if they were to keep conferences. And then you're putting two brand new expansion teams out here in the West. And overall, the 16 versus 16 does not look as bad as what the conferences do now.
Hmm.
Uh,
It
so I guess we'll
it
see.
it it won't look as bad until you see that score. Because are you saying one guy played 16? That one could be the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that 16 just could be the damn Hornets. And then we're like, oh man, it's the same thing as before. I know, but it makes you feel better until it doesn't.
Like, hey, y'all made the playoffs. It'd be
Hmm.
better than the Cavaliers versus the Pistons or the Cavaliers versus the Wizards.
But I don't think the Wizards can play the Wizards in practice.
It'd be like that comment that Charles Barkley made when he was making fun of Andre Drummond. He said, Andre Drummond, boy, that boy is offensively enough. He said, you could tell him to go to the gym and practice nothing but lay or practice offense. He can't lay up a dunk. He gonna come out with 2 points.
I mean, yo, that's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, my bad, just messing
but,
around a little bit.
but yeah, that's all I had on NBA. Just the possible the possible expansion and then the change of possible playoff format and or conferences if they decide to keep conferences. It's a rumor now, and then I would keep researching and see if they're actually looking at it. Because then my next question, if it comes true, what's going to be the votes on the mascot names for both cities?
Hmm.
But
Trying
yeah,
to figure
you
out
got
what else what else would that would affect. Well,
unless they just bring back the Sonics.
I think they will.
That's one of those they already brought back the Hornets.
I think they think they will, but that's would you bring back the Sonics first or put a team in Vegas if you were the
Sonic
NBA?
first. Vegas is Vegas was known for sports betting more so than having this passion for sports of what we've seen throughout the Aces and the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put them in Seattle first. Like there was a hot minute they were still hosting watch parties in Seattle when they moved to the OKC to become the Thunder. If that doesn't show you passion for the team,
I'm talking about money wise.
again, there's going to be more people watching and betting on the Aces and the Raiders than a brand new team
You sure
in
about
Vegas.
that? So if okay, so let's say if they start having stuff
Now,
at
long term, probably Vegas, but passion of the fans and like having sellout crowds, like when the Hornets came back to Charlotte, Seattle first.
hmm. Okay. I have a question for you. So would you put the Vegas team in like the T-Mobile Arena or put them in a place where the Aces will play, like in that size arena?
See, I don't know the difference of
Oh, okay.
the.
So okay, so way I'm thinking is this right here, right? Is because one is Vegas. So
Yeah,
the Golden Knights they play in the T-Mobile Arena. I would do, I would put them up. I'll put them folks in like a casino arena. So where it looks massive on TV
mhm,
just because it's Vegas and oh, we don't got to do much. The arena's on the strip. T-Mobile's right there too,
yeah.
but you don't got to sell out a whole arena, and people are gonna come
People
in to
will be
get. So
there.
like, so as far as the hotel wise, you're like, oh, this costs us nothing, and people can stay here,
Yeah,
and they can get a drink.
that's why I added that thing of like long term it would be Vegas, but like short term, basically to get a stadium of what that looks like in your background, Seattle. As soon as you bring the Sonics back, that stadium's going to look like that background.
Do you think that they can maintain it if they start to be sorry?
Yes, because the Sonics were starting to be sorry before they left to go to OKC, and people were still
Yeah,
so.
I'm just worried that Seattle has turned like the way Charlotte did, because Charlotte was a basketball city. Then the Hornets left. Then the Panthers own this city.
Yeah,
Hornets come back. Oh, yo, yeah. Well, Cam playing on Sunday, so yeah. This is fun.
it also doesn't help that the I believe the Bobcats have the second worst winning percentage in NBA history.
I can't stand the Bobcats, dog.
So
Yo, we treat the
there's
Bobcats.
that sour taste in that team that should have never happened.
We treat the Bobcats the way America treats slavery. Never happened.
I don't know if they're that bad. You talk about slavery? I don't know about that.
No,
They
no,
were bad. I don't know about slavery.
I'm talking about the way that we talk about slavery. Hey, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We're gonna keep it moving.
Just overall. I mean,
Yeah.
I do
You know
have
what?
some
We're gonna
pajama
take out the
pants.
books.
Uh, Beth laughs at it every time, but I do have some pajama pants that are Charlotte Bobcats, and I call them the breeches of irrelevance.
Dog, I have a shooting shirt and like a shirt I play basketball in that said Bobcats. That's it, yo. Like, and
Hey, yo,
I think like whenever you
let
go to the
you,
stadium and there's Bobcats
mhm.
like jerseys, it just says Charlotte. I don't think it says Bobcats.
Yeah, they made sure it just said Charlotte. That was
Yep.
a smart decision by them too, because I think that winning percentage that year it was a cut short. It was a cut short season, which is why we have the asterisk. Because I think the actual percentage is the worst in NBA history, but they put the asterisk beside it because it was the lockout season. So
Mm-hmm.
they only played 66 or 68 games instead of the 82. Um, so overall, America, the worst NBA record belongs to the 76ers. Forgot what season, but it's 9-73. But the Bobcats on that shortened season finished what 8-56, which the winning percentage 8-58. Sorry. Um, Actually, they may have played more games than that.
Hmm.
I will look it up and get back to you. Anyway, the Bobcats have only won 8 games, and then compared to the losses, the winning percentage is lower than the 9-73. But there's always the asterisk of they legit only played. I think it was like 60 something, like 68, 70 something games. So it being a shorter season, there's a chance that they could have at least won enough games if they played the 82 game season that they would have surpassed the 9-73. A lot of people think they wouldn't have. I mean, that Bobcats team was bad, but you could have eked out 2 wins, especially late in the season. You play in a team that's already clinched the playoffs. You're going to eke out a win there. But yeah, like you said, we're
Yeah.
talking about money that they don't even
Yeah.
exist. Oh, that's what I was going to say before we move on to NFL. I tell you, years ago, Cam just out in public somewhere saw Sean May and he was still rocking his Bobcats gear.
Sean May was?
Yeah,
Oh, Sean. He just ain't it. He
he
just
just
ain't
ran,
it,
dude. I
yo.
just saw a big dude, it's a big chubby dude. I was like, is that big out of shape Sean May? Is he still rocking the Bobcats coat?
Like he just ain't it, man. Yo,
He was there
like
to throw weight around. He wasn't even there to rebound. He was there to box
like
out.
so the only reason why he was there, Jordan. Like there was no reason, yo.
Right.
No reason. No reason why
Should I hit it
Felton
up?
and um
Sean
and
May.
Sean May was there, yo.
No, no.
I was like, come on now, fam. This ain't this no reason, yo.
Yeah, shall we
So
move on, little boy?
yes, we
These
can.
this horrible week we had in picking, thanks to these finishes though.
I'm down. I'm down. Let me go ahead
The
and
Thursday game last
what?
week.
Hey yo, they got a meet and greet for the Dudleys and the Hardys at WrestleCade this weekend.
Hmm,
Mhm. Dang,
about
what was I
that.
gonna do again? It was NFL. NFL.
The
Oh, also
Thursday
too.
game.
Well,
It's,
you know
oh,
what? Yeah,
wait.
I'll do it when we do the other stuff. Let's see. Week number 11. No, 12.
12, yeah.
We talked about the Browns and the Steelers, I believe.
The
Did we?
Snow Bowl.
Yeah, that game was weird to watch, yo.
How many fumbles were there in that game, man? That was
Bro, I think it's like I really couldn't I couldn't, you know, judge it too much because it was like, oh my gosh, it's snowing. 5 minutes later, whole field white. That
yeah, no, that snowed
I've
real
never
quick.
seen snow that accumulate that fast.
And I asked Beth, I was like, you think they salted the line, at least the lines on the field before this storm came through so that, they can still see the line? Nope. So you had crew randomly running around shoveling
During the game.
during the game.
Also, so like the TV crew had to put like CGI lines so you know where
Yeah.
they are. So the players on the field didn't know what was going on. So
But the
yeah,
Browns eking out the Browns eking out that win, man. Proud of Jameis. Jameis is he's restored a little bit of faith in me. I mean, I know he's already a gunslinger, but now he's had his first let me prove myself type win and in terrible weather. Because I don't know if y'all have seen the Thursday game, y'all, but that storm came quick and with some fury.
yeah,
Like there were straight up some plays you could tell the player couldn't see.
I couldn't see, and the ball was
Yeah.
brown.
Um, but yeah, congrats to Jameis, man. Y'all keep an eye on him for fantasy if y'all need a flex quarterback for these last couple of weeks. Because I know
Hmm.
there's still teams that haven't taken their bye week. So
Playoff push.
mhm.
The Chiefs against the Panthers. Oh man,
I'm gonna
I
let
was
you
there.
touch on that, my boy.
I was at that game. I was there doing my thing. You know. Um, hey man, the stadium hasn't felt like that. It was one game where we won, but that fourth quarter then that comeback, that stadium hasn't felt like that in a while.
Hmm.
In a while, yo. And it was I would say 70-60% Chiefs fans in there. And it got loud, yo, on our side. Um, I'm a big Patrick Mahomes fan. I know he be getting these calls. I'm not phantom holds, no holding being blatant holding being called. We're not gonna, somebody jumping early, whatever, and people get mad. Like,
Hmm.
see him in the jump early. You know what's gonna happen. You gotta blow him out. It's the same thing with
Yeah.
Brady. It's the same thing with Brady. So yeah, like like Bryce Young looked good. Leggett was dropping passes. Trimble caught that pass. That sounds like a win to me.
Hmm.
And like so we were down 11 points going into the fourth.
Tied the game up
Tie the game up, yo.
by running the ball.
Running, yep, and then and Bryce was hitting people. Bryce hitting people in the numbers, yo.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if his arm talent is or his arm strength is all of that because we did get some pass interference calls, but I'm like, was it because it was underthrown or I don't know yet. But it
Right.
was good to have Thielen back. But
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Thielen had some hype plays that put some energy back into the team too. I was
Hmm.
just proud to see that Dave Canales actually instilled some fight into this team.
Yep. And here's Patrick Holmes came down and won the game, right? It's we tied up a minute and 40 something to go. Everybody in the crowd was like, man, we seen it. But I think the goal was for that game is like, yo, just don't be out here looking crazy. And we
Yeah.
put up a fight, came back. And that's with people being hurt. No Derek Brown.
They
No
also beat
Shaq
the
Thompson.
deadline.
Mhm.
I think the betting line was 10.5. You only lost by 3.
That's
Look at
nuts.
that. That's what I'm a sip on that. That's one of those. No, 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 no.
You know? I'm like, that's crazy, yo. But usually when opposing fans go into another stadium, they be talking reckless when they leave.
Hmm.
Chiefs fans are quiet, quiet. Panthers fans
Hmm.
weren't mad. They were like, yo, I think it's starting to come together.
Right.
I'm not saying we're gonna be worried. Just it's you can see it. You can see the improvement. So I'm not sure if Bryce Young's gonna be here in 2 years, but I am saying, all right, we may have a quarterback. And like I said before, if you take away him being the number one overall pick and just say, yo, just draft a quarterback that's a manager, draft a Brock Purdy. Bryce doesn't look that bad.
Hmm.
So yeah, probably made the right decision. But
Like I said, I'm glad to see some fighting y'all now.
it was something
Because
else, man.
it might be swaying my decision for these next week picks.
I think I picked us to win that game.
We both
But
took Carolina to beat the Chiefs, and
the
daggone it,
Chiefs,
it came close.
So let's see. One
Next
thing
one
that
I had
happened.
on my list was Tampa Bay and the New York Giants. Nothing to see there. We
Oh,
can
hold
skip
on,
over.
wait. One thing. So I asked this to certain people. All right. So do you think that the Chiefs defense is good?
I think the Chiefs defense is average. They've looked impressive in the pass rush, like the Steve Spagnuolo, being able to dial up some stuff and figuring out how your offensive line works.
Hmm?
I think they're average.
Okay. You think their offense is good?
Good enough to win games. Well, I'll
You
take it
think?
back. Talent wise, top to bottom, yes. But considering that we have a player that at one point was tied for leading the league in turnovers in Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if you do that. Um, him, Jordan Love, and Geno Smith were all tied leading the league in turnovers. Um, that will always put an asterisk and a little bit of a damper on how you view the Chiefs versus other teams that are putting in crazy hard work uh, on that side of the ball, like the Bengals, like the Detroit Lions, minus the game that Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions. But like having him have a stat line where he's tied for a negative stat will always put a damper on it. It's like, I mean, yes, we've seen the Chiefs not be the top team and then still go win the Super Bowl. But overall, I think yes, all offense is good slash good enough, and then you got Andy Reid out there coaching as well. You can't ever doubt Andy Reid's experience. So plus they always prepare for close games. So
So my thing is this. You know, there's only three quarterbacks that put up 25 plus points in that defense this year.
Bryce Warner.
Bryce is one, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. That's it. And I was like, huh.
So I'm about to say I know Joe Burrow was one of them because he put up like 34. Yeah. Now I will tell you this, like I said, Spagnuolo knows how to put on some pass rush and backfield rush, and that generally throws off a lot of timing when you need a play to develop a little bit downfield. So there's that, but I don't know how much faith I got in Patrick McDuffie. More like
Mm,
Patrick McBurney. Or is it Trent McDuffie?
yeah,
Trent,
I think it's
sorry,
Trent
Trent McDuffie.
McDuffie.
Trent McBurney.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. Hmm. No, I'm thinking, yo. Check this out, yo. You know what? I was gonna go a little bit too much in the next week already. My bad. Sorry about that, people. I was about to
Or
go to the Bucks
another
game.
reason I was going to say I don't think the Chiefs defense is all of that. They just know how to set up the Chiefs to win games. Look at the difference between the Chiefs defense and Broncos defense in fantasy this past week. Beth had both, and she would have won her fantasy game had she played them because the Chiefs only put up two. Chiefs defense only put up two.
Mm-hmm. Because of Bryce. Anyway, Vikings against
I mean,
Vikings
yes,
against the
because of
Bears.
Bryce.
Uh,
Uh,
Justin Jefferson getting locked up, yo.
it might be some scary moment for Minnesota, man, especially after that hot start. People watching game film. Man, I have to start putting Justin Jefferson in Netflix.
Bullshit. That
You can go to Netflix. You can go
motherfucker
to
is a
Netflix.
guarantee. Why I'll ride and die with Justin Jefferson, yo. But I'm
And he get
nervous.
locked down again, he gonna be in my flex.
Nope, ride and die, yo. Because anytime he can hit 40. But yeah, that was a weird game. It went to overtime, but
With the overtime, thanks to Cairo Santos.
Mhm.
Then wasn't there a block in overtime? Block field goal in overtime?
I don't know. We got the Titans against the Texans. Did not see that game coming.
Another very, very weird game that the game's outcome was literally because of the kicker. What's your boy's name? Fairbairn.
Yeah,
If Fairbairn hits that extra point, the game is tied, and now the Texans defense gets to play in a different way against the Titans offense to not allow that to happen. Yet, here we are. Will Levis gets another win. Mr. May Ovation.
yo, are these young quarterbacks starting to, slowly be like, okay, you can be here for another couple years.
Yes.
Okay. It's like we still may move on, but we need to get a bigger and better deal.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, you're the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Lions against the Colts. Ain't nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Dolphins against
Lions
the,
got the same record as the Chiefs for a reason. Nothing to see here.
but it feels different though. That that Lions 10 and
Both of
1
those teams'
seems like,
performances, yes, feel very different.
yeah. Um, Patriots and Finns. Tua did something pretty good this week. 3 touchdowns.
It was one of those you feel like the Patriots stood no chance since it
Hmm.
was in Miami. Like Dolphins started hot, kept it going. It's just like Drake May ain't got it to play at
Nah,
this level.
not yet. Not throwing it to no Demario Douglas.
It was like,
No.
yeah, nah. It's like I don't even think the Patriots have ever played at this pace, let alone trying to keep up with the Dolphins.
They better get Brady and Moss or something. But we got the
Although I hate myself for playing Raheem Mostert instead of playing Jalen Waddle.
oh, I'm staying away from most of it. Like
Yeah,
they're already on like the wavelength of we're about to get Jalen Wright ready. So you got to be gone.
yeah. I'm about to say yeah. It's about to be Coitons, about to be Coitons for you, Doc.
Um Next one we got the Buccaneers and then the Giants.
Yeah, nothing to see there. Tommy DeVito makes another start, and then he got blasted 30-7. Baker Mayfield celebration though, that's a little weird looking.
Cowboys against the Commandos. I was at the Panthers game. I did not see this. I got back home ready to watch Sunday Night Football and was like, what happened in that last 4 minutes? Oh my, because I remember I was at the game and I was like, oh, it's 20-9. Dang, my parlay gonna be busted.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, cool. We got a chance. What? They just scored. What happened? Maybe I'm not doing it. What? I'll watch the highlights later. Maybe they're updating me late or something.
Yeah.
Nope. Touchdown. Run back. Touchdown. Miss PAT game over. Wait. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. What the what? What? Huh?
That
Oh,
just
also
happened,
too.
bro.
Okay, cool. So Mr. PAT, onside kick, ran back for another touchdown. Yo, what the? Come on now. Come on, man.
Oh, you want to talk about these crazy finishes? What a finish!
I tell you one thing, y'all better not pick up the Cowboys defense thinking it's gonna happen again. The special teams, nah.
Mm-hmm.
But next, coming up, Broncos and Raiders. I'll let you take that one. Good start.
Man, first win against the Raiders on the road in 8 seasons. That's right, the first win against the Raiders on the road since we had Peyton Manning as our quarterback. Man, let me tell you something. I was so proud of them the way they played, full team effort. Although I will tell you this, both teams' defenses is actually what made the game. I know what the score looked like. It's not a clock game. Again, America failed to understand what a clock game is. It's when one of the teams basically scores less than 13, and then when you say the score in a certain way, it sounds like you said a time on the clock. Um, so clock games end when both score 13. So it wasn't a clock game, but both teams' defenses were getting after it. Despite allowing 17 points and a bunch of yards, the Broncos had 3 turnovers, I believe. It ended up, um, yeah, 3 turnovers. It ended up still scoring like 8 or 9 in fantasy, or depending on your scoring rule. Um, so fantastic effort from both defenses. I think the Broncos only finished with like 54 rushing yards. Not going to get it done there. Bo Nix got flustered here and there. Max Crosby was doing his thing, so congrats to the Raiders for having him. I don't know how much longer he's going to be there, because I feel like that team's going to get blown up soon. But Max Crosby was out there doing his thing. Bo Nix was luckily able to shake it off. Was able to get downfield here and there. Cortland Sutton had a pop off. He mossed somebody where he went up. He caught the ball behind some dude's helmet and secured the catch. Went for a first down. He got up and popped off. That set us up to score and basically put the game out of reach for the Raiders, man. So all around good team effort, but both defenses were getting after it. If y'all want to watch a defensive battle that's actually interesting to watch, y'all go back and watch that Week 12 game against the Broncos and Raiders. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Cool. Next one. Okay, yeah, I'm okay. I'm about to rush these next two. Packers and 49ers. People hurt. Nothing to see here.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, no Brock Purdy at this point, no Debo. Like, I think Debo did play, but it don't even matter.
Yeah.
People
Ayuk
hurt.
is out. CMC, like, with yeah, CMC was there, but they're like, oh,
Yeah.
let's just
I think
stop.
George Kittle played at like 75%. Like, people hurt. People hurt. Green
Yep.
Bay came in at the perfect time.
Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Didn't see that lopsided game coming, but yeah,
A lot of missed opportunities for both teams. And Kyler Murray got to stop forcing the ball. Uh, he had 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick six, where it's just like, why'd you even throw that? I mean, I know you're short, but actually, the pick six, he rolled out towards the sideline, so it's not even like he
wait.
could see it for his
So
offensive
the
line.
Seahawks never scored an offensive touchdown.
They may have scored an offensive touchdown, or they had one pick six.
If it's a pick six, and let's say they hit a 2 point conversion, let's say they keep the field goal, that'll be seven. 7 to 10 is one field goal. 10 to 13 is another field goal. These teams suck, yo. Get them out
Hey
of here,
man,
yo.
Geno
Get
Smith.
them
I mean,
out of here,
have you seen
man.
that whole division? Thanks to
Yo,
that win, the Seahawks lead the division.
the Rams may win it.
I agree.
Okay. Ooh, next. Oh my gosh.
He said, "Oh my
The
gosh,
Rams against the Saquons. Man, I
I don't
had
want to talk about it.
302 all-purpose yards, 2 touchdowns.
I don't want to talk about it. You know how much that hurt me in fantasy.
Did you play Saquon?
I had to play against Saquon. I was up on my opponent. I was up on my opponent by 28 and watched Saquon score 42.
I had Saquon in 2 leagues, and I said, "Hey, yo, he the MVP, man." I know we said Lamar before. Hey, man, nah,
This
nope,
season, nah, bro. He's
no.
he's beating out Derrick Henry for leading in rushing yards or leading in
He's
total
beating
scrimmage
out
yards.
teams in all-purpose yards.
Yeah,
302 by himself.
Lord have mercy. Well, I guess I had it coming considering that years ago I beat you with Sebastian Janikowski scoring 35. So
Hey, man, hey, it happens. Like, you know what? If you play somebody like Saquon, it's kind of like, ain't nothing I can do about this.
right.
And then I can do about it. He just Like was it Doug? Oh, it was somebody from the Bucks one year, the muscle hamster they called
Doug
him.
Martin.
Yeah, Doug Moore. He had like 50 points. He had like 5 touchdowns or something that game, and I was like, ain't nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I played Amari Cooper, and I needed to win. No, I needed to beat that team to go to the playoffs. And I played Amari Cooper when he broke the franchise record for most touchdowns and points in Browns history, the yards. I was like, you know what? It took a historic day to beat me. I'm cool with that.
Right.
Somebody had to get a record to beat me. Nothing I can do about it.
Nothing,
There's
nothing
nothing
I
I
can
could have switched people
do.
around. I could have stole somebody from another team. Ain't nothing beat no.
Right.
So yeah. And then the next game, the Ravens against the Chargers. Like points were scored, but that game was boring.
Points were scored until they weren't from the Chargers side. And then it was too late. Because Ravens defense was chewing up the backfield. I'm not just gonna say Justin Herbert. The Ravens defense was chewing up the Chargers backfield.
Do you think that's something to do with Dobbins going down too?
Yes,
Okay.
because generally when Dobbins is in and they run play action, Dobbins is definitely physical enough to help with blocking. Gus Edwards is not as physical as J.K. Dobbins.
Nah.
So they was just shedding straight through Gus Edwards and getting to because I think once J.K. Dobbins went down, Justin Herbert got sacked like 4 times. And that's just after he went down. He ain't go down like what halftime or a little bit after halftime.
I don't know.
So that means the Ravens had four
Nah,
sacks
it was
in a
kind of
game.
early, wasn't it? It was whack.
But yeah, like it definitely has something to do with J.K. Dobbins going down. So because there was a play in the fourth quarter. Kyle Van Noy literally came through untouched.
Yeah, no.
Free loss of 7.
All right. So I guess that's it for week 12. Week 13. I said before, if you're on sleeper, they got little deals going on. They got
All
Jared Goff
time.
um over or under 199.5 yards. CeeDee Lamb over or under zero point 0.5 receiving yards.
What's funny is that
If somebody
comedically,
picked the under, I'm putting no.
I'm about to say I would comedically just take the under because of my disdain for the Cowboys.
It's free money. That's a free pick. Oh my
I know.
Malik Neighbors, 42 and a half. It's on sale. And then they got Jordan Love, 199 and a half. Fam. Yeah,
Sadly,
that's
because
CeeDee
of
Lamb.
sadly because of who the Giants have to play at quarterback, the Malik Neighbors actually could be like right on the fence.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. I mean, it's on sale,
Yeah.
but that CeeDee Lamb. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that one.
Uh,
But
we can get to picks though.
here we go.
So we got
Bears
the
against the
Turkey Day
Lions.
game. The Turkey Day games, man. As much as I want to pick the Bears, the Lions are 10-1 for a reason, man.
So they
And the
about to beat
Bears
the
spent
oh the
23 drives without scoring a touchdown. I'm picking the Detroit Lions.
all right. We got the Cowboys against the. Oh yeah, I got like the Lions too. Cowboys against the
Mhm.
Giants.
Oh man, come on, bro. You already know who I'm picking. Sadly, not the Giants. Giants are bad. Going Dallas.
I want to pick the Giants so bad, but the Cowboys. I mean, the Giants are just terrible. Let me go with the Cowboys. We got the Packers against the Dolphins in Green Bay at 8:20.
Here's the thing, man.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go Green Bay. As impressive as Miami has looked as of recent, and things are getting back together, even with Mister Hawk Tua concussion. Uh, it's gonna be a high of 28 that day. Give me the Green Bay Packers.
Yep, that's exactly I'm going to Green Bay. That is a Miami air it out, warm weather dome Miami team versus the ball going to feel like a brick.
Mm-hmm.
Tua
Getting
wear that
hit
garden helmet.
like a Mack truck.
Mm-hmm. I got the Packers. Chiefs against the Raiders.
Raiders defense did look impressive, but
Yeah.
in Arrowhead, give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs. I got the Chiefs as well. Oh, wait, that's the NBA. My bad, I hit the wrong tab. Ba-ba.
Oh man, switching sports out here.
Always, man. We got the gosh, that's crazy. This football Thursday, Friday, Sunday. We
Right.
got the Chargers at the Falcons.
Hey man, Chargers gonna have to get their bounce back, man. I know how impressive the Falcons have looked, or I ain't gonna say impressive, how decent they've looked all season. Chargers got to get their bounce back, man. I do know it is at Mercedes-Benz Superdome. That's where I'm on the fence on about it, but I'm still go. Wait a minute, no, because they won't have J.K. Dobbins. That threw a monkey wrench in my thought. Still going Chargers.
I'm going with Atlanta just because they're off a bye week.
Fair.
And that's the only reason. Cincinnati against Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Yeah, you sure?
Hmm?
Have you seen the stat line for Burrow and the current record?
Wait, what?
Let me go ahead and load up the stat line.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. It's Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh in Cincinnati.
If I have, oh, I don't have it no more. Uh, Joe Burrow ain't the problem with that team. I'm picking Pittsburgh. Joe Burrow ain't the problem with that team. Uh, 20,
Oh yeah, it's the
24 touchdowns and I believe only 4 picks.
mhm. I'm
84.
gonna go. I'm going with Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh won a lot of games so far, and Tomlin. As long as I don't have a losing record, y'all can't fire me.
Sitting there with his wide open bug eyes.
We got Minnesota against Arizona.
Arizona looked like a bunch of bums this past Sunday. They beat Minnesota. I know they were
Same.
playing a divisional opponent, but again, a couple throws that Kyler Murray had, you shouldn't have thrown that ball. They ended up being intercepted. One return for a touchdown. Give me Minnesota.
All right. New England versus Indy.
To think years ago, this was a division game. Um, mm, this is a game of I don't know who to trust. But considering the records of the teams, and I mean, Mr. AR5 is starting to figure it out. I'm gonna take the Colts. I know it's in Foxborough. I'm gonna still take the Colts.
All right. I got New England.
Okay.
Mhm. Seattle against the Jets.
Oh boy, surprise pick. Give me the Jets.
I got
Top.
Seattle on this one.
I'm about to say I got the top defense versus a quarterback that's up there with turnovers. I'm actually doing a surprise pick. This is my upset pick of the week, by the way. That's literally the only reason I'm taking that. Else I would be riding Seattle with you. Pause. No Diddy.
What? All right. Next one. We got Washington versus Tennessee.
Hey, man, Jaden Daniels has got to get his bounce back. I feel like this is going to be a low key fun game to watch because I feel like there might be enough time, just enough time for Tennessee to try to make a playoff push. And Washington is starting to do this decline. So this might be a they meeting in the middle type game.
Hmm.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna take Tennessee with this hot take. Uh, Tony Pollard, 120 rushing yards.
Okay. Okay. Houston at Jacksonville.
Oh, who are you picking for last game?
Oh, my bad. No, I got Washington. No, I don't.
Okay.
Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, give me Tennessee. I just thought about this. One of the main things about Washington, I kind of forgot, they might not have a running back this week
Okay, that's fair.
because Brian Robinson hurt his ankle, and then Austin Eckler got put to sleep.
Oh God.
So yeah, man, they might be trotting out there Brian McNichols, yo.
I got you down for Tennessee. You say Houston and Jacksonville. Hey
Yeah,
man,
I got Jacksonville in that one. Just because it's like, look, Trevor Lawrence coming back,
it,
and I think they had a bye week. And Houston is Houston. Well, I don't know. Something feels like it's missing. But
I'm
yeah,
still
but
gonna go
my
Houston.
confidence in that is like low.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm still going Houston because even Jacksonville, even with Trevor Lawrence, started with only 2 wins.
Can't get rid of him. Should get rid of that coach. Rams against the Saints.
Hey man, as much of a workhorse as these Rams wide receivers are, there's a reason that I took the Saints defense in week 1, man. Give me the Aints.
Give me the Rams.
Mhm.
Mm,
Wait, is everyone playing this week?
yep. Playoff push.
Wow.
Tampa
Random week in
Bay.
the middle of the season with no one on bye.
Tampa Bay versus the Panthers.
Yeah, give me the Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
I think Mr. Gunslinger Baker Mayfield coming up against an divisional opponent on the road, especially after blowing out the Giants, who is not a very good football team. I think he's going to get too ahead of himself. Panthers defense didn't look bad, and if Dave Canales can put the same fight in this team that he did against the reigning defending back-to-back Super Bowl champions, that's going to be some upset city right there.
Hmm. Okay. Baltimore versus Philly.
We really going to have to watch the top two running backs face each other
Yes.
because I don't know who to pick. Mind you, if Philly can get enough pressure on Lamar, at least just to make him uncomfortable, I don't trust these Baltimore receivers farther than I can throw them. So I'm going Philly. Plus Saquon's the GOAT.
All right. I got Baltimore. Why? I don't know.
They are at home.
Right.
That's at least one reason.
They're only at home for 3 quarters. Um, Buffalo versus San Fran.
This was going to be a marquee game until it wasn't. People hurt. Give me the Bills.
I got the Bills as well. And the last one, Monday night. Bam, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Cleveland at Denver.
You already know who I got.
I'm
Shout out
going
to
Denver.
Jameis Winston, and I feel like he's going to make it a good game, but I'm still going with my
Oh yeah,
boys.
James is gonna make anything a good game because he gonna throw it whether you like it or not. Whether he likes it or not, he gonna slang it.
You say you're going Denver?
Say it again.
You say you're going Denver?
Yeah.
Okay. And my other hot take, uh, Denver 2 picks. Denver defense 2 picks.
Hmm. And that's it, folks.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else for this week or this week, upcoming week?
Uh, y'all. Well, I'll say that in the outro. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all's family time during this upcoming Turkey Day. Y'all get
Hmm.
out there and watch some football and such. Don't eat too much, or please try to have an early dinner so y'all don't have to watch the barn burner that is the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Unless you're a Dallas Cowboys or Giants fan, which good luck on that game. I expect that to be a clock game. That's all I got.
I got nothing. Wash your hands.
But say, yeah, man, y'all stay
And yo, tell
fly.
your
Keep on
coworkers not to
staying.
have meetings on Wednesday.
Yeah, please. Y'all please cruise to a finish. My job ain't gonna be cruising to a finish.
I
Not
got
at least to
meetings
the
all day
afternoon. But
tomorrow, y'all.
yeah, but y'all tell your coworkers not have meetings tomorrow.
All right, people. Catch y'all fools later.
All right, man, deuces.
Deuce.